And that World of Light.
All right.
It's a wet fart.
Well, the thing that gets me about World of Light is it's just like they have the like spirit board where you can just play those matches like quickly while you're on the go.
Yeah.
And then they have like a mode of nothing but those. Like, why would I want to go through like a world map to do this?
Right. Why do I need a board game to make me just do spirit matches? Like, no. I'm surprised how underwhelmed I am by it, because it's just like, they showed a lot of cool, like, rendered video to hype up this game with characters interacting and things, and I thought maybe those would factor into the game at some point, but it seems pretty clear they don't. So,
well, I've got it switched on.
Cool. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is not Game of the Year.
Or
spoilers for our
50% of our cast.
Yeah. And patronage is ending. Oi.
Controversial opinions. We got them.
Hot takes.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah, I guess that would be a hot take, wouldn't it be?
I mean, we can start saying controversial opinion and re-record the sound. Controversial
opinion.
Yes.
Actually, can we do that?
We can look into that.
So we're live, but we're not recording yet, right?
Not just yet. I'm waiting on my stupid soundboard to open. I don't know why it's not.
Okay, cool.
He's pissed.
Where the fuck is the soundboard?
I don't think I could even lift that piece.
Yeah.
Wrong yank.
God, finally opened. Jesus Christ, that took forever. Weird. Okay. Ooh, Dell beat Sonic Adventure 2 in 2018. Did you buy that in the Sonic Combo bundle from
Dell's beat like 100 games a week. Like, okay, beats games.
Was that Humble Bundle during 2018 or was that during 2019? It's all blur now. I don't even know.
You know he owns it.
The GameCube version he's had for forever.
Yeah, I think it's his favorite game.
Okay.
I know things about Dell.
Sorry, what's up?
John's saying weird things about Dell. You're feeling all the secrets. But anyways, who's ready to start the show?
Me.
Me, I suppose.
All right. Guys ready for the countdown?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Game 1.
That was weird.
That's all right.
Welcome to Game That Tune.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's Game That Tune back in the house once again. It's your boy, John Harrington here. We got John Regan with us. Say hey.
Hey.
We got Jesse Moore. Say hey.
Hey.
And we've got David Fleming. Say hey.
Hey.
Wow. If you're just joining us here on Game That Tune, you are in for a treat tonight, guys. We have a great episode coming up, and we're going to listen to some video game music. We've each brought 3 songs from a game. We're going to try and guess the games based on the songs with a little bit of trivia. We're going to goof off, have fun, talk a bunch of nonsense. And the winner gets to pick the theme for our next episode. And last week's winner, surprising everybody, pulling out one for the ages, it's John Regan for some reason.
Hey.
And so Johnny got to pick a theme. And Johnny, what is that fantastic theme for tonight's episode?
Well, at the time of recording, we're coming up on to Martin Luther King Day, or Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I thought it'd be fun to pick, to tie into that, games featuring kings.
That's good, John. Of all the ways you could have tied into Martin Luther King's birthday, games with kings was the way to go. Not games with Martin, not games with Lutherans.
Ooh.
Games with kings.
Can I change my theme?
No.
You can, but then none of our games will be accurate.
Oh, God. It would have been the time to bust out Bible Adventure, even though I don't actually think there's any Lutherans in the game. But, it would have been pretty good. So Games with Kings, fantastic theme, royal theme. I think it's going to be good. We're going to have some royalty, some characters that maybe have the name King, or the word King in their name. It's going to be good. I think we got a little creative on this one, and I think the best way to handle it is just to jump straight into those tunes, baby. What do we got, Johnny?
Game 1.
You know what it is, man. Brasco, Carnegie Kings. Y'all done now. And just to think, thought y'all had the game in the smash. Gangsters, they get the feeling when they hear my song. They wanna test you when it goes wrong, but we got the things loaded up. The flow is rolling, no cut. Gangsters, they get the feeling when they hear my song. They wanna test you when it goes wrong, but we got the things loaded up. The flow is rolling, no cut. Straight out the slums, cause Arista couldn't cope, they choke. Dame check my track, murder no, so I'm back by Interscope. Dragging that mean coat, still I brag, still I boast about what I gross. Be my approach, my swagger and ditty bop. Chauffeur drop, cruise through the city blocks. The wrist, the neck is surrounded by frozen props. The black car swap, I get one piece so hot. Who in the game can stop me is living prophecy. Came in the game straight from copping from Poppy. A tree grows in Brooklyn, thorn in the cement, controlling my region, ushering allegiance to my mama is grieving, paraplegic. Ain't nice, y'all just convenient, but I'm one with the flow, in tune with it, yo. Persevere through the odds and keep down, yo, you know. Gangsters, they get the feeling when they hear my song. They wanna test you when that goes wrong, but we got the things loaded up. The flow is rolling, no cut. Gangsters, they get the feeling when they hear my song. They wanna test you when that goes wrong, but we got the things loaded up. The flow is rolling, no cut. Listen, it's not a myth. The boy can toss some sense. The desert is arm lift. When I back out, they sprint. So homie, don't get touched. It's too late for medics to roll up, so keep your heat up. You get swept up, cause when I creep up, homie, they talking a different story. It's death before this honor, no guts or glory. I hustle harder, it's more on my inventory. Wish I wanted, but brass cop it flaunted. Get that flawless style, gotta thank myself. But it started from the pot, took it off the block. Home's on fire, damn I'm so hot and it's all gone for cheap, plus it's wet and it stretched longer. The Brooklyn Bomber is standing on death corner. Gangsters, they get the feeling when they hear my song. They wanna test you when that goes wrong, but we got the things loaded up. The flow is rolling, no cut. Gangsters, they get the feeling when they hear my song. They wanna test you when that goes wrong, but we got the things loaded up. The flow is rolling, no cut. Gangsters, they get the feeling when they hear my song. They wanna test you when that goes wrong, but we got the things loaded up. The flow is rolling, no cut. Gangsters, they get the feeling when they hear my song. They wanna test you when that gun goes wrong. Yeah. comes. You know what it is. Word. See, y'all kinda had to pick up something. And y'all, come on, ain't stick up nothing. Nah. So all you really doing is run around here frontin'. And anyhow, son, you keep on stuntin'. And homie, you go night-night. From the left and the right. And won't forget it for the rest of your life. After you go night-night. And I promise the same for any lame who won't honor my aim. You go night-night. From the left and the right. And won't forget it for the rest of your life. After you go night-night. And I promise the same for any lame who won't honor my aim. Now ever since I went and bought the blend, I got my pinky right. I've been hearing fam on the box more than winky right. But when I'm on the block and I overhear the flicky type saying jump quench while I'm on the block rolling dice. Well, they gon' pay the price for they frontin' and they side talk. When I kept it slipping like there's ice on the sidewalk, it ain't my fault that I was blessed with a two-piece while you was on the Ave getting pressed for your new piece. When word hit the streets, I made a spin like the world. We called $1 million baby cause he hid like a girl, hit the jewel like a pearl. You should ought to remember, if it wasn't for rap, I'd be on Contender. I know I'm kinda slender, here's advice for your mans. Cause like the shell game, I'm kinda nice with my hands. And even with the grands and my name and bright lights, don't ever think I hesitate to make you go night-night. Go night-night, from the left and the right. And won't forget it for the rest of your life. After you go night-night. And I promise the same for any lame who won't honor my aim. You go night-night, from the left and the right. And won't forget it for the rest of your life. After you go night-night. And I promise the same for any lame who won't honor my aim. Now let me drop the science like Tom Cruise on why I keep the iron every time you see cons cruise. Cause I know haters out there who be thinking I'm on snooze. And if you thinking that, then you really are all fools. Cause you should know the rules. Anytime you discuss you probably better all just go get in some shut eye, or you'll get a shut eye. Cause I've been putting heads to bed, and we be rolling 20 deep when we head to bed. So get some good night rest, or a good life vest. Cause ain't no telling when the hood might press. And it's like Quince, don't be sleeping like a Sonny-ass. Cause ain't no telling when they creeping in the Pontiac, sipping that cognac and asking where the party at, so they could chew my car with the gat. Cause I can see him in my dreams like game, trying to heat my frame. But watch what happen when that street light change. You go night-night, from the left and the right. And won't forget it for the rest of your life. After you go night-night. And I promise the same for any lame who won't honor my aim. You go night-night, from the left and the right. And won't forget it for the rest of your life. After you go night-night. And I promise the same for any lame who won't honor my aim.
Wow.
All right, so this game received critical acclaim, except it was criticized for its highly intrusive product placement. While some brands, for say athletic apparel, make sense, such as Everlast and Under Armour, the sponsorship by Dodge and this one other company were pretty excessive.
Of a newborn came to join the main event and fight against the lukewarm. With nothing but their word and their history, take a can of paint and try to decorate their dignity. It's not what they anticipated. It doesn't matter, put your fists up and instigate it. And they can't save the planet or the children or the pandas or themselves. I'm just a man that loves rap so much, in fact, I put every piece of myself inside these cracks. What is that? You whisper something from the back? You think your personal attacks make up for what you lack? I'm just a cat searching for a clean lap to crash in the world, hurting, waiting for they turn to take a nap. Sorting through the bills, fan mail, and life threats, wondering why the postman ain't delivered my wife yet. They call me Sean, this is Anthony. No need to act hard, cause we got extended family. So I smile while I try to use my words wise. Say what I meant, just in case this is your first time. Rude child of the rings tired, smiling like a couple of fools at the Queen hired. Can't wait for the vibrates of thinking, so we can watch the world's hips gyrate. Even the dead's getting live, it's a little deeper, you can float, come on baby, dive. To fall in love with these compliments, just wanna see the mommy free, the honesty and common sense. following the wind that you swallow, cause it's too simple to aim for a target sitting on a fence. We do it for the candle in the sky. Here's a toast goes out to those who can't handle you and I. We can swim into the tide and watch these other children lose their mind. Take a ride. And they landed safe and sound. Better try to take them out before they make your saviors proud. So fix the beef, quit acting like a sheep. Either spit your speak or sit there and grit your teeth. To spread the info to the kinfolks with the climate on the inside of the windows. They're here, the baby farmer, gonna take it farther, make a mark and break apart your fake martyrs. Planted firm, let the planet burn, understand the terms. You don't wanna open up this can of worms. I'm trying to keep my prize on the eyeball, but people wanna see you fly or to watch the sky fall. Who's to blame for your lack of conviction? I wasn't drafted, I asked for the mission. Put your name on the list at the bottom on an empty line and hold in plain sight whatever gave you the right to question mine. The night prowler gonna crawl past all the rap politics. You can put that on your last dollar. Wake up, it's bigger than a pay stub. There's the door, get your money, go wash off your makeup.
Johnny, man, this is not how I expected you to start the show, or a game that I would have ever expected to come from you. So this is what a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what he has to say.
All right, let's see here. Jesse says a NBA game with King LeBron James. Incorrect.
Good guess.
Pretty good guess though. David says Fight Night Round 3, as does John says Fight Night Round 3, which is correct. This is Fight Night Round 3, released for PS2, PS3, I think Xbox and Xbox 360. And the PSP.
PS3 and 360 were the stars of the show. This was an early Xbox 360 game, and it was the shit.
Is this because of Don King?
No, this is because...
Oh, okay.
No,
God,
John,
King
why
is
does
really
this
good.
fit the theme?
Well, because this game features the Burger King as a trainer.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
cool.
Oh.
Game 2.
He's a king.
He is.
of
I was not
burgers.
aware that he was featured in this game. I thought maybe you were going to reference like a boxer whose nickname was the King.
Nope, I am not that clever, John. Burger
Yeah.
King.
Yeah.
I was trying to find the soundtracks to those Burger King games that came out, in 2006, and I could not find them. But I did find out that the Burger King appears in this game, and I said, "Perfect."
Dude, yeah, seriously, you couldn't find Pocket Bike Racer?
I couldn't find the soundtrack to Pocket Bike Racer.
You gotta do work, son. Sneak King, it's out there.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
usually so good at finding the obscure soundtracks, and I just could not find it to save my life.
I am
I was
disappointed.
gonna say, as I was looking this up and seeing, Dodge had sponsorships in this game, which doesn't make sense because why would a car company sponsor, boxing? And then it was like, also Burger King. The Burger King appears in this game, and God damn it, John.
Yeah. Wow, John. Wow. So you.
And I love that this was your theme. You came up with such a bullshit version of your theme.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's a king. What part of this does not fit the criteria?
He's the king of burgers.
He's a king.
Yeah,
he's in the
great.
game.
Yeah. And who does he train?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Floyd Mayweather.
I pulled up a video and saw him coming at the boxers coming into the ring with all the hype shit going on, and alongside him is the Burger King.
Yeah. Wow, John. So have you ever actually played this game?
No, I have not.
Of course not. Have you ever been present in a room where this game was being played? Do you have any idea about this game?
I've seen a boxing match once.
Okay, wait. Have you seen a boxing match, or have you seen a Rocky movie?
I've seen a Floyd Mayweather boxing match.
Okay.
Have you played a boxing video game that is not Punch-Out?
No. Wait.
Really?
No, I've played Wii Boxing.
The Genesis had a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure we played Ready to Rumble Boxing back in the Nintendo 64 days.
I don't know. I don't remember playing that
Afro Thunder in the house, man. This is just a flummoxing selection from you, John, because, it's just, it's a fantastic game that never would have occurred to me to feature on the show, not because of the licensed music, but just, because I don't equate this game with music. I equate this game with very fun, early 360 generation boxing action. Like, am I the only one here who's laid my hands on this game?
I've played Fight Night Round 2, I think it was, but not Round 3.
Gotcha. I don't remember if Fight Night Round 3 is the one where they innovated and had the thing where you flick the two sticks to do the boxing motions with the fists, but the game's really fucking fun, man. You're flicking the sticks and making the punches, and this game, my only memories of it are very hazy because the only times I was playing this, I was very high, and this was a great game to get high and play because it takes no real skill, but if you know what you're doing, you'll kick the shit out of somebody like me. But a guy like me can just kind of get in there and be like, all right, yeah, I didn't hear no bell, and just just start throwing fucking uppercuts and shit, and it's awesome. It's so it takes concentration and thought and shit talking. This game was so much fun to sit with somebody on the couch really fucking high and play. You're both just sitting there flicking the sticks around like this, waiting for one of those punches to land. And when you land one of those fucking haymakers and the screen goes staticky and you start to get knocked down, it's oh man, yeah. And then the shit talk really cranks up. But you didn't pick it for any of these reasons, John. You picked it because you heard the Burger King was in it.
I saw the Burger King was in it. There's a difference.
So, that's what makes me curious. Oh wait, no, we already explained how you got from Burger King to this. I was you're thinking Burger King, and so you somehow got
always thinking Burger King.
Yeah, man. Just talking about the Burger King makes me want a fucking Whopper. It's God.
I was thinking Burger King, and then I thought, hey, what about boxing?
Yeah, I was thinking fucking, how about a crust sandwich?
How about a sponsorship?
Yeah, exactly. Can we get Burger King in here, man? We need just a fast food feast while we're playing the game. No, John, it's probably for the best that you did this way. We should just move the fuck on to better games.
I was gonna say, before we move on, while we're not discussing the game, I do just want to bring up that John's exasperated frustration with Johnny's antics is one of my favorite things about this show. Just hearing John.
It's one of the best through lines of the entire show. No, for real though, man. You didn't even pick the Fight Night game that had Mike Tyson, so I can't even point to that.
No, I picked the one with the king in it.
Yeah, I know. I can't even point to fucking Mike Tyson and be like, oh yeah, that's something I did. Nope. Hazy memories and fucking Burger King. Thanks for kicking off the show this way, John.
Game 2.
Georgia.
All right. So, it has never been made clear in this series if the titular object is weightless or if the player character is incredibly strong. All right. Sorry about the 5 and 6 minute versions of all those songs. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Yeah. So, how are you guys feeling?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay. Everybody is doing fantastic tonight. So Jesse says Katamari Damacy, which unfortunately has been used on this show before. David says We Love Katamari, which has also been used on the show. And Captain John Regan says Captain America World Police, which is sadly not even close. No, guys, this is Katamari Forever for the PlayStation 3. The Katamari game that I've played that we haven't used on the show before. I I'm surprised that everybody forgot all their Game That Tune history. I mean, it's only been like 100 episodes since we've used a Katamari game.
See, I thought we had used the first and the third, but we didn't use the second.
It's, why you really need to memorize every game that we've used, David. We've used less than 700 games. I don't see what the problem is. Just go through the Rolodex.
I was thinking about that trivia said about lifting something that might be weightless or really heavy. And it got me thinking about Captain America's hammer. And then halfway through writing down my answer, I realized
Hey, nobody say anything. Goddamn there.
Nobody say anything.
Let me finish.
Nobody say anything.
Halfway through writing down my answer, I was like, wait, that's not right. And then I was like, well, I'm doing it anyways. So then I came with Captain America, please. Like, clearly should have done something related to Thor, but oh well, here we are.
Also, because that's the thing. The titular object, of course, is the Katamari. So your answer didn't contain a titular object unless the titular object is Captain America, who it's never been made clear if he's weightless or if the person that lifts him is really, really strong.
Maybe that's the secret. Maybe it's the shield that's sentient, and Captain America is just the tool that the shield uses.
Is he moving the shield, or is the shield moving him? Whoa, mind
So
the fuck blown.
I really enjoyed
changes in
how
this
much
game?
you guys went nuts when I said Captain America's hammer.
I was letting you have it, man.
You
We
didn't even
didn't say
finish.
Dude,
we no-sold Grant
I was
Cokeherp last weekend. I'm surprised we all fucking freaked out at that. Anyway, man. So no, this is Katamari Forever, which is a sad misnomer because the series is over.
There's one on Switch.
well, no, there's the HD remake, and if that does well, then maybe.
Yeah, that HD remake that they released the same day as Super Smash Brothers with like no advertising. It's bound to do well.
A man can hope. Damn it.
Yeah, that man is me, motherfucker. Did you buy Katamari Reroll?
Maybe.
Did you? Because I know what you bought on. I know you bought on December 7th. Actually,
More
you didn't
accurately, no.
buy it. I know what you activated on your Switch on December 7th, and it wasn't Katamari Damacy Reroll, just like everybody else.
I'm no marketing expert, but I think if you have a game, you
I was
shouldn't
hoping you were
release
just going
it.
to end it there.
That's it.
I'm no marketing expert.
Game
Yeah.
3.
But
Right.
Grant Cokeherp is.
Yeah. See, we're digging. We got to really make that canon. Got to really bring Cokeherp into the fold. No, man, but yeah, no, Katamari Reroll, that's dead on arrival. That's too bad. But Katamari Forever is pretty goddamn fun. It was the first Katamari game in a few years back in the PlayStation 3 days, and it was just like, man, I hope this series keeps going forever. Like the promise of a new HD, PS3 like Katamari. It was like, cool. So yeah, this game, they're gonna keep making shit like this forever and ever and ever. And then no, it just didn't happen. I think they made a couple of mobile games. They simultaneously released a similar game, Beautiful Katamari, for 360. So they couldn't agree on what Katamari game they were making for that generation of systems. And that's that. It's a real shame because this game's cool. The king in this game is, of course, the best king in all of games, the king of all cosmos. My fucking man. He only speaks in record scratches. He's got great fucking thighs, and he's kind of aloof and he's a great character. And does anybody know what happens to the king at the very beginning of this game?
Is this the one where he's like drunk or something?
No, that's the first
No,
one.
that's the first one.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
this
because
the
it's
one where
the
he's
first one. He's like drunk and destroys all the stars, and the second one, like he realizes people like him, so he keeps trying to do stuff for him. But I don't remember what he does in this one.
Is this the one where he's
In this
really,
one-
really stoned?
Kinda. He in this one he bumps his head and he falls into a deep sleep, and so the prince, not knowing what to do in the absence of a king, does what any reasonable prince does, and since he can't resuscitate his father, he builds a Robo King. So there's also Robo King in this game. And the Robo King does his best to act like the real king and give you Katamari level assignments. And it's just like robotic. And he's like, we demand sweets, go roll up as many calories as possible. It's really fun. And then, of course, the king inevitably wakes up, but he has amnesia. So, for the actual king's levels, he's trying to remember what happened in the previous games, and it's really cool because you get dropped into these king levels, and they're black and white. But as you roll up more objects, it restores the color to the level, and eventually he remembers things, and he's back to his old kingly self. But man, it's a cute, stupid idea of a way to string together like double levels for the game. Like, let's make some new ones and they're robot levels. Let's make some old ones and they're in black and white, and you gotta do them for the king. Like, it's cool. It was a bit much. And that's it's saying something in a Katamari game. Like, these games are a bit much, and this game was a bit much. So sadly I never actually finished this one. I fucking I shelved it for some other game at the time and never got to experience the magical finish on my own. But I've watched videos of it and I've listened to the music so much that this game still has a firm place in my heart. It's really great. Trying to think, anybody? Am I the only one with like any Katamari memories at this point? Like, is this series like on your radars at all? Like, or was it ever?
No, I definitely have memories of the Katamari series. I just don't have memories of a specific game because they all kind of run together.
It's almost like you roll them all together in a big ball and you can't tell what it is anymore.
Yeah, I mean.
That's how you get a fucking Mario 2 sound, baby. So yeah, man. The game's a lot of fun. They have like even the Robo King levels. They're interesting. They're a little innovative. Like there's one where the ball is a sprinkler, and you're rolling it in like a desert thing, and wherever you roll it, grass and flowers start to bloom. But you got to go back to like a water tank to like fill it up with water, and then keep going. And eventually, it just becomes this big, crazy, flowery oasis. It's pretty cool. And then the finale of the game. Spoilers for a 10-year-old Katamari game, but the final thing where you have to wake up the king. Oh yeah, see, David's out. The final thing where you have to wake up the king is pretty fantastic because you start at like no centimeters, and you have to roll up to 10,000 kilometers, which is like unheard of in the game. And so the level just keeps scaling up. Like you start in a bedroom, and then eventually you roll up like the continents, and that's usually where the last level is. But then like it goes spherical, and you roll up literally the entire Earth. And once you've rolled up the Earth, then you're just rolling in space and sucking stars and planets and shit in. And I'm sitting there like, now wait a minute, so. The whole idea is you have to bump the king with this giant fucking thing. Where's the king? And you just see him kind of like in the periphery of the level. He's just laying in the middle of space in a hammock. Like he's just like kicking it, and you just got to bounce the ball into him once it's big enough. I'm like, I love this fucking game. Like it's so cool and stupid. So yeah, Katamari is a pretty fucking great series. I don't even know if the Katamari iPhone games are available in America. They should be, but I don't think they are, because I'd play Touch My Katamari all the fucking time if I could. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, great series. Great games. I kind of wish that they could. I don't know if like it's tied up with the creator or if like nobody feels like fucking making one of these, but it seems like the kind of thing like. Find that old hard drive with all the data files on it for this, and just like slap the objects into random places and fucking make a Katamari game every year. You already make a Need for Speed every year. Make Katamari a yearly fucking series. Like, let's have it.
I was gonna say, I don't think it has anything to do with the creator, because I feel like the creator left pretty early in the series, and they kept making more. Like,
yeah. And for some reason, I just misattributed Need for Speed to Namco. I don't know what Namco makes on a yearly basis, but it's definitely not Need for Speed. I'm just saying, they make the games come out every year. Make Katamari one of them. Just fucking place the objects. And I'm also sad because I don't think the weird like VR game or AR game that the creator was working on is ever coming out. Like I think that Japanese man just wants to do acid and fuck around on computers. I don't think he actually has any interest in releasing a commercial video game. So like, look up the footage of Wattam, Wattam, if you want to see a game that's never fucking coming out. And yeah, just cry for this kind of weirdness being missing from games until it comes back. So, we love Katamari Reroll. Maybe we can get that. Maybe Nintendo can just buy this series out because we need the Prince rolling through Smash Brothers. That would be pretty great. But in the meantime, Johnny, let's roll on to the next game.
Game 3.
All right. So this is our fan request for the evening. This one comes to us from frequent requester, Patreon superfan, and occasional guest on the show, Dell at Delition Hikari on Twitter. So thank you very much, Dell, for this. The four most substantial innovations that this game brings to the franchise are the quick shift, the saving shift, the skill bar, and dream cancels. So, I assume everybody's feeling great after that.
Mhm.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm waiting for David's screen to clear up. Okay, cool. So Jesse and David both say King of Fighters 11. They're correct. John has drawn King Penis. Sadly incorrect. Well done. With the guesses, not the penis. That was, I did like the scepter. It was the penis had a good scepter, but John, it's come on, man. Man, so yeah, King of Fighters 11, the one that came out for PlayStation 2 after the PlayStation 3 was already out. I'm sure we all played this one, right?
Not this one.
Yeah, no, not this one at all. This felt like this was a classic Dell request. Like Dell's a completionist. He definitely would have played the King of Fighters 11 despite like a better, newer system being out. Like, I'm not surprised to learn in researching this. Like, oh, this came out in like 2007 for the PlayStation 2. Yeah, that's Dell. Then I guess, Jesse, you can't speak to anything particularly unique about King of Fighters 11.
It's got a dream cancel.
It does, and my dream was canceled by learning that there are several characters that have the word king in their name in this game. One of them, I'm surprised to learn that King of Fighters has a character named merely King.
Yeah, she's pretty badass, too.
She is I don't want to be sexist or misogynistic, but a woman named King, how absurd.
If you start your sentence with I don't want to be, or I don't want to be racist, or I don't want to offend anyone, or then chances are
The rest of the sentence is usually not great.
I mean, I'm just saying it's a woman named King.
Like Billie Jean King?
Is there a complimentary man named Queen?
I mean, there were 4 guys in a band called Queen, and they were pretty damn great.
There was a tennis player named Billie Jean King.
Thank you, David, for non sequitur time.
Boys can play with trucks. Girls, wait.
I don't see how that's not fair. It's like, is there a guy named Queen? Well, there's 4 of them named Queen.
They're not
What's
King
not
of
the
Fighters,
point that I'm
though.
making?
No, it's not the point at all. Fucking this isn't Bohemian Rhapsody chat. This is King of Fighters chat. I'm talking about King of Fighters right now. Game's called King of Fighters. For some reason, there's a female king. If there's a male queen, then the game's into gender bending. That's fine. I just want to know. I don't know these things. Because I don't play King of Fighters.
Maybe it's into gender bending and they just don't have a guy named Queen. You can go one way without both ways.
I feel like it would be Iori if any of them was going to be the queen.
More than anything, I'm taken aback that a series called The King of Fighters would designate a character King. Like, you'd think they would just avoid that name. It'd be like calling one of them Fighter.
Well, Tekken has a guy named King, and he's a fucking tiger.
Yeah, but he's not named Tekken.
Yeah,
Like-
I think I see John's point where it's just the series is King of Fighters and they have a character named King. Like, oh, that's the King of Fighters. I don't need to play this game. I know how the story ends.
Well,
Exactly. She's got to be the Ryu of this series, right?
I would like to see Super.
She's definitely not.
I would like to see Super Smash Brothers adopt a character just named Smash.
Exactly. Like Smashy
Well,
Smashy.
There's got to be 2 of them because you have to have the Smash Brothers.
Oh, true.
Echo Fighter of Ice Climbers.
No, there's
Done.
another character named Brothers. It's all good. No, and then so I was disappointed to learn also that the other characters with the word king in their name, not really kings. Duck King, also not a duck.
He's just really good at ducking.
Is that really what it is?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, I really hope that Duck King is a character that's just 3 ducks in a trench coat with a little crown on top.
Right.
That would
Sadly,
be amazing.
It's not. Duck King appears to be a humanized version of the character that Pauly Shore plays in a Goofy movie. He is very extreme and very 90s. He's got a big old mohawk and some shades, and he's dancing around with some puffy Jinko jean shorts on. And it's just like, this is Duck King?
It's the Leaning Tower of Cheesa.
Exactly. One of his special moves needs to be Leaning Tower of Cheesa. I swear to God.
So I just looked up a Google image search of Duck King from King of Fighters, and John, if that's not the most accurate description I have ever heard of a character.
No shitting. He's kind of the most 90s goddamn thing I've ever seen. And then there's also another character that makes one of their appearances in this game, the King of Dinosaurs. And
I'm going to be disappointed, aren't I?
No, I gotta say, King of Dinosaurs is right up my fucking alley. Like, it's
yes.
He's a Mexican wrestler whose like outfit is like a fucking giant cowl of a red like Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he's King of Dinosaurs. And apparently, one of the secrets about him is he's a character from previously in the game. Like he's some guy named like Griffin Mask or something. He wrestled with an eagle or a griffin mask on, and then I guess got like embarrassed and put on the dinosaur thing. Came back, he's like, "I'm the King of Dinosaurs." Everybody's like, "No, you're not, man. You're just Griffin Mask." And he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm the King of Dinosaurs." Like,
his fucking wrestling boots have talons on them. This is the greatest character design ever.
He's great. I was really happy to learn about King of Dinosaurs. He's fucking dope. He's just like, like that. Okay, see that, that brought this game into my heart. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not saying we're going to play King of Fighters 11 because, I mean, fucking A, it came out on the PlayStation 2 over 10 years ago. But, like, if King of Dinosaurs is still a character in King of Fighters, like, sign me up for King of Fighters 15. Like, I'll pre-order. Like, that needs to be everybody's cosplay from now until fucking forever. Like, that's a great fucking character. So yeah, King of Fighters loaded with kings. None of them officially a king, but I guess also that man's not really a dinosaur, and the other guy's not a duck. So I don't know. They're throwing around the king title pretty willy-nilly. I would think that they would be the three main characters of the game, though. Like, it's King of Fighters. These three kings, we three kings, are the fucking main characters. Like, Goofy Movie, Dinosaur Guy, and Girl King. Like, that's they should be the main characters of this series. I know it's like Terry Bogard or something, or Geese Howard. I don't know, but wait. Jesse, you play this series. Is there a chance that Duck King, his first name is Duck?
Well, that's how it appears in his name.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, I would thought he was the King of Ducks, not Duck King.
I think it's just his name.
Because it took me saying Geese Howard to realize, wait, Duck King might be his name, and the creators of this series might have a thing for birds. Like,
Duck King definitely sounds like a really tasty like restaurant dish.
Yeah, it does, man. Like, it's definitely, you get it like a really good Chinese restaurant. You might have to order it like, actually, no, it'd totally be on the American menu. Duck King wouldn't be the secret menu at all. It'd be right there, front and center, crispy. But anyway, there's not much that we can say about King of Fighters. There's a fucking million billion of them. More accurately, there's like, 20 of them. And
they're solid.
They are solid.
Great fighting games. They got a great cast of characters usually.
Yeah,
and
a hell of a cast of characters. Like, it's impressive that people are fucking like, that anybody can even penetrate this series at this point. Like, King of Fighters 14 came out for PlayStation 4, and I mean it's got like a million billion fucking characters in it, and they're from series that are all dead now. But it's like this lives on and is good. So. We'll have to, next time we have Del request King of Fighters something, we'll just have to actually have him on to talk about it. Because, all I know is a lot of characters, some kings, and, fun fucking fighting games. So, yeah, great game, great pick. Thank you, Del, for the request. And, Johnny, by royal decree, I declare we should move on to Game 4, like we do every single week at this time in the show.
The king in this game has been turned into some kind of insect by his wife because she found out that he cheated on her. How you guys feeling?
Pretty good.
Very good.
I have
See
an
what we
answer.
got. Johnny has. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna do this in a different order.
Ooh.
Okay. John has Centipede, which is incorrect. What? Does I'm trying to read it. Oh, Wreck-It Ralph from David. That's incorrect. I didn't know that was a game. and Johnny with Final Fantasy IX, which is correct.
All right.
They've made a Wreck-It
Wow.
Ralph game, and it features a king that gets turned into an insect. It's reasonable.
Okay, cool.
Wow, Jesse, you should have known. Your trivia was, describes every game. Quite frankly, a lot of kings get turned into insects.
For cheating on their wife?
That,
Now, that
Oh,
might
that's
not
the
have been
part I
present in
missed.
Wreck-It
Okay.
Ralph.
that's the part
Yeah.
you got to hone in on there, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To say, I might have missed the ending of Centipede, where the centipede turns into the king and thanks you for breaking the curse. I never got that far.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That game's a bitch, man. But the story's deep. So deep.
That centipede lore.
Yeah. Put your ass to sleep. Anyway, so Final Fantasy IX, the Final Fantasy that we haven't used on Game That Tune before.
Yeah,
That's what I know it as.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
Actually, Sigma Omega was bugging me about it, and I'm like, holy crap, yeah, we haven't used that yet. And so,
Yeah.
I use it because there's a king in it.
Indeed. I think there's a king in many Final Fantasy games.
I feel like it.
How many Final Fantasy games end up making you like kill the king? Or is the king is the king frequently the evil one? Or
Not always,
Yeah, not
but
always.
I think it has happened a couple times.
I feel like
Right.
Final Fantasy games are either kill the king or kill God. Like one or
Right.
the other.
Yeah, that's pretty-
someone near the king reveals himself to be like a mad god, and you got to kill that guy too. So
Or you find out that really the king has just been a puppet the whole time, and it's been some other crazy fool doing it.
I fucking love puppets. It's a good twist for a game. So yeah, what's the deal with Final Fantasy IX? The only thing I remember about this one is the commercial for it. It made it look really fucking good, but I wasn't a
yeah.
PlayStation 1 guy, so I never really got it. So
Yeah, it's probably. I think it might be my favorite Final Fantasy of the main series. I remember
Wow.
I played 8 and I felt kind of weird about 8, and then 9 came out and just brought me right back into the series, and it brought back the 4 character battles, which was I always preferred that than the 3 characters in 7 and 8. Just because you get to use more characters, and
yeah, I was gonna
That's
say
always
4 is
fun.
better. 4 is more than 3.
it had Vivi,
You
which
heard
was
it
a
here
cool
first.
black mage. 4 is
John,
4.
we retired the bit, and do not interrupt him to
Sorry.
bring out a retired bit. Ugh,
Um,
shit. Jesse, you were saying Vivi.
Yeah, Vivi, he's pretty great. He's a black mage, and he has a pretty interesting story. There's God, I think her name is Quina or something, and she's like this weird thing with a giant tongue, and she likes to eat bugs, and she's like a blue mage pretty much, and she's a really fun character. Let's see what was cool. This brought a better card game. In Final Fantasy VIII, they introduced Triple Triad, I think it was called, and that game was okay, but this one introduced Tetramaster, which was way better, and I'll fight people over that, and so you can get your Triple Triad out of here.
So
Let's
who's the knight guy? I remember from the ads there was
Steiner.
like, okay, yeah, there was a guy that I just remember like a guy with like, I don't want to be reductive, but he had kind of a dumb face and he was like looking
did.
up in the ad.
He was a big goofball, overprotective,
Oh, okay,
always
yeah.
following the rules, everything by the book. That kind of,
He's kind of
jerky
thick.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. He was pretty thick, but I think he was more like Batman and Dark Knight Returns, that kind of thick. Just a big
Okay.
barrel-chested man with the sword
Yeah.
and stuff.
That's
Just
what
not.
I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm literally just like having flashes of the ad. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah. There's a face looking up, and it was kind of a big dumb face. That must be the knight. Didn't the ad have somebody like they were attacking an airship and like jumping between look like grinding rails or something? Like, I'm telling you, I got knowledge of that ad. But yeah. And who's the main character in this one? Isn't it?
Zidane, the
Yeah,
soccer
Zidane.
player guy.
That's what I was gonna. That's the joke I was trying to dance
He
around because
headbutts people.
big bald dude. And at the moment of truth, towards the end of the game, where it's time to win the whole game, he headbutts the main enemy and gets thrown out of the game, and you have to
And you have to
replace him
use
in your
other
party. That's what happens. He gets a red card. Fucking Zidane. No, I was disappointed when I was like, I wonder if Zidane in Final Fantasy looks at all like Zinedine Zidane, the soccer player. No, they didn't take inspiration from him at all. And Zinedine Zidane didn't take any inspiration from Zidane and grow his fucking hair out. It's just like, ugh. Try saying those names over and over again.
So typically, I always keep the main character the name that's been already given. But since this dude had a tail, and I named him Gohan because, of course, he's a Saiyan now.
That's cool. Yeah.
Because I was, a stupid teenager who liked Dragon Ball Z,
Hey,
But
whatever.
Hey, there's no shame in liking stuff.
Yeah.
Well, tell that to teenage us. Yeah. I feel like all I felt was shame.
Yeah.
So an interesting thing that happened when I finally beat the game, my mom and dad we were about to go out to dinner, and so I'm like, just wait a minute, I'm about to beat this game, and I didn't realize there was still like 30 minutes of cutscenes afterwards, and they're like waiting in the car. They are furious, and I'm like, fuck, I need to finish watching what happens because someone dies, and then you find out that they're not actually dead, and it's really cool. And so like I got bitched at all the way to dinner, but it was so worth it to finish.
Yeah, these things happen. It takes me back to when I was beating Metal Gear Solid 4, which has like 2 hours of goddamn cutscenes at the end.
Yeah.
And like I'm sitting there, I'm like, I can knock out this final battle before I gotta be at work, and I'm not doing important work. I'm delivering fucking pizzas, but like the cutscenes start up, and I'm like, okay, shit, this is taking forever. Okay, hold on. Hello, Pizza Hut manager, I'm gonna be late. Like, give me a few minutes. Probably like 15 minutes. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh no. Like, oh no. There's so much more. Like, Scott, I'm taking the night off. Like, it's not happening. And your thing though, that was back in PS1 days. Like, 1, you're at the ending, and 2, I guarantee you couldn't pause those fucking cutscenes.
Oh no, you couldn't.
Yeah, you're fucked.
In fact, I was afraid that if I pressed anything, it would just end the cutscene, and I'd be fucked.
Oh god, yeah, you just get New Game Plus, but you don't know what happened. Like, oh shit. That's a common fear back in the day. Like, cutscene starts, set the controller on the table, do not skip it.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, this I'm trying to remember. Did they announce like a Final Fantasy collection, or that for some reason Square's going to port a shitload of Final Fantasy games to Switch?
Yeah,
Did they say this is one of them?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
7, 9, and
that's
12.
what it was. People, I'm not going to say a lot of people, but a vocal group of people on the internet were pissed that 8 wasn't included, not 9. I couldn't remember which one, but if this comes out on Switch with a little bit of enhanced graphics and the ability to just hit that switch, put it to sleep and pick it right back up kind of feature. Now we're talking, man. I might just get into Final Fantasy 9. I've been playing so much Octopath Traveler that I'm all about some 4-person battles. Like,
yeah, 9 is really solid. It's fantastic.
Hell yeah.
There's this one dungeon. So if you do play, here's my one pro tip: keep all your starting weapons, because there's a dungeon later on in the game where everything is backwards. So all the like low level weapons deal mega damage.
Dope.
So
I like that.
That works out so well for
do
me.
that
I never sell shit. Like, unless it's like the Fallout games and like you can't carry everything. Like, if I can just carry everything with no penalty or whatever, I'm carrying everything. Like, fuck selling stuff. So,
well, I think you can. It's because it's been a long time since I've played it, but I believe there's a thing where you can like change your old weapons into like new weapons and stuff. So just be careful with that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, don't reforge. Got it. Well, yeah, man. When that comes out on Switch, I think I might be all about it because, like I said, man, you said 4-person battle. I was like, sounds like a little Octopath action. That sounds fantastic. So yeah, I might just be looking to scratch a certain itch by the time that gets around. So, Jesse, anything else on Final Fantasy IX?
That's about it. Nobuo Uematsu, kicking ass.
My man, just the best. Johnny, let's go, man.
Game 5.
This game features an enemy called the Mad Tiger, which is a literal tiger. When attacking it, it will flip backwards, exposing its testicles. This was not censored in the Super Nintendo version.
All right.
Who's ready with their answers?
Feeling good on this one.
All right, so John Regan says question mark, question mark, question mark. John Harrington says Chinese Tiger Blood Mill the game.
Whoa.
Sadly incorrect. Jesse Moore has the correct answer of Knights of the Round. There it is. I was waiting for
Knights
that
of the-
patented John. Huh.
I thought Knights of the Round was a Final Fantasy thing.
It is a summon in Final Fantasy VII for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know they got their own game with Tiger Balls in it.
It is also a Capcom beat 'em up from 1991.
Featuring tigers?
Yes. Yeah,
Like a
this-
playable tiger?
Can you
Sadly,
play
no.
as the balls?
Can you
You
play
know-
with the balls?
I mean, you can kick them or like hit them with an axe. So
No, I don't want to do any of that.
Jesus Christ. I can feel that.
see,
Oh,
I knew that trivia was too good to pass up, but I knew it was going to gear the conversation directly to the balls.
I mean,
Well,
what did you
yeah,
think?
man. Yeah, come on. Yeah. That's why I tried to take it in a positive direction. Let's talk about Chinese tiger mills. No. Let's talk about tiger balls in video games.
There's a picture.
Unavoidable.
Oh wow, Jesse, this picture you
Um,
just sent to Discord is quite good.
Yeah, that's some dangling nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, you think like of all the things to. Anyhow, it is interesting that there are tigers
So-
in this game.
so-
Also, one of the bosses is a samurai, which
Ooh.
is interesting because this game takes place in Arthurian England.
ooh.
Hence the connection to the theme. There are 3 playable characters: Sir Lancelot, Sir Percival, and King Arthur.
Ooh.
Nice.
But yeah, it is a Capcom beat 'em up from 1991. You know exactly what this is. It's Final Fight in King Arthur times.
When you play as King Arthur, is it like King Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, like one hit and you lose your armor and you're running around in your underwear for the rest of the fight?
No, but that would have been an amazing crossover character. Which I was sitting here thinking about it, it's like, and I realized Final Fight is kind of like Capcom's Die Hard. Like, you know how so many action movies are just like, it's Die Hard, but on a plane, or it's Die Hard, but like on a mountain. It's like, it's Final Fight, but in the future. Like, it's Final Fight in King Arthur times. It's Final Fight, but with the Punisher.
I mean, yeah. So, is that what this is? It's just Final Fight again, but reskinned.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's there's three main characters. One of them's kind of fast. One of them's slow and strong. One of them's right in the middle. You go to the right. You beat up people. There's supposedly like RPG elements because you can level up, but it's not like, in Castle Crashers when you level up and you get skill points and you can assign them to different attributes. This game, you just kind of level up and like your armor looks different and you get slightly stronger, but that's it. There's no like expanding your character. It's just level up. But what I thought was cool about this game is, there's jump, there's attack, there's jump and attack. There's jump and attack at the same time to do a special move. But if you push forward and attack, there's a strong attack. And if you push back and attack, there's like a block move you can do. But if you block for too long, you get tired and then get opened up for attack. So there is a little bit of strategy to it. Like the combat, it's not really combos, but the combat is a little bit more involved. And there's like certain enemies and bosses later in the game that only open up if you block their attack. So you do have to think a little bit more strategically. It's not just like keep pushing attack and you'll win.
I guess that's cool. I kind of like to push attack to win. That's kind of my strategy in all beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely there's definitely a lot of that, but like, after 7 stages, it starts to get a little repetitive. So this kind of keeps you on your toes slightly.
That makes sense.
Right.
Is this part of that beat 'em up collection that just came out recently?
It is, which is how I played it. I mean, obviously, I played the Super Nintendo port constantly when I was younger, but it is part of the Capcom beat 'em up bundle, and that's when I was like, I got that and was like, hell yeah, Captain Commando and Final Fight. And then after, when you play like over 100 hours of Fire Emblem Warriors and then you play Final Fight, like it seems pretty simplistic. So I started checking out some of the other games, and that's when I picked up Knights of the. I was like, wait a minute, this game's pretty damn fun. And you play as King Arthur. King Arthur is kind of the Cody of the game. Like he's sort of your average, not too strong, not too fast, just right in the middle. But yeah, it's a really fun game.
Cool. And so it is in that bundle. How much is that bundle at this point?
I think when it came
that.
out, it was like $20. It might be 15 now. It might still be 20, but in either case, it's 7 games for $20.
On Switch?
Right.
Yeah. And if I recall correctly, 2 of the games, I think it's like Mech Warrior and like Battle Circuit, maybe. I know there are 2 games. I can't remember their exact titles, but they were never released in America. So you get to experience those for the first time, which is pretty damn cool.
Is there online multiplayer?
There is.
That actually is very intriguing to me because that's always the problem. I always think like, I don't know. I don't want to accuse Capcom of half-assing anything because they never would. But I feel like
not Capcom.
Nah, certainly not. But like, I'd be concerned buying that. It's like, yeah, you got 7 beat 'em ups and no friends to play them with. Like, crud. Like, that's...
Well, that was one of the things. Is like this game is perfect for the Switch. So many games are perfect for the Switch, but this game in particular, because you just like set it up, pull out the Joy-Cons, like, hey, you want to play Final Fight? Boom, instant 2-player, no matter where you are. It's brilliant.
No, I do like that. Yeah, simple controls, simple enough that you don't feel stupid using a Joy-Con to do it, and like just snap it off and hand it to somebody. I like that. That's good.
It's like a Kit Kat that you can play. Break me off a piece of that Nintendo Switch.
They really should market that. That seems like a great idea that they've just, oh man, just picture a
There's a
Kit Kat snapping with that switch click sound. Like, the kids would go crazy.
The kids.
Come on, Reggie.
I'm in.
I know you're
this.
listening, Reggie.
Right, exactly. Johnny would be sitting there. He's like, here
That
for
would
Nintendo
get him to
Switch,
buy
and
a
they need
Switch.
4 fingers.
Excuse me for just a second, fellas. Hello, Shiggy. How do you feel about Kit Kats?
Oh man. Well, yeah. Cool pick. Great game. Definitely worth checking out that Capcom beat 'em up bundle.
So say I'm the only one who's played this game, aren't I?
Oh yeah, without
Okay.
question. Unless they released it on Sega, in which case, Johnny still didn't play it because it didn't have Sonic in it.
Yeah.
Or Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man,
Oh god, that's
Oh,
they should make a new like Knights of the Round with the secret unlockable character of Michael Jackson.
no, I want to play
Yep.
some shitty ROM hack version of this with Michael Jackson in it or Sonic, either one. That'd be great.
The Sonic one has probably been made. The Michael Jackson one probably not, but I would like to see that as well.
cool, man. I don't want to dive much deeper into either of those.
Although since there is this kind of lull, I do want to give a shout out to the composer Isao Abe, who did a bunch of Street Fighter games. He also composed X-Men: Children of the Atom, and he's the one who wrote Sagat's theme.
Good for him.
Oh.
Or her. I'm actually not him. Yeah. Took me. I'm like, yeah. Could go either way on that one. But yeah, no,
It's been a long show. Nobody it's fine. It's fine.
that name has popped up I'm sure numerous times over the years. He's one of Capcom's guys. And yeah, like just because I couldn't guess the game and made up something doesn't mean I didn't recognize that it was something Capcom. Because I'm like, this sounds like mid-90s Capcom right now. Like,
Yeah, as
leave
I
it
was
to
listening
David.
to this. As I was listening to the soundtrack, it's like, oh, this is pretty good. I wonder who composed this. And then looking up, it's like Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter's like, oh,
Yeah,
that's why.
exactly.
Okay.
Like, yeah, fucking Pocket Fighter and all the all the things that came out with CD-ish audio or 32-bit audio in like the 90s. That guy had his fingers in it. So cool, man. Great pick. It's been a great game, and I think Johnny, we got to go to the calculating computer to settle this one, man.
Calculating computer activated. Computers. Beeps.
George Lucas slamming his dick in
Scoring complete.
The king of our calculating.
This game's winner is Jesse Moore.
Hell yeah, Jesse. Had to be you, my man.
I'm the king.
Yeah, hail to the king tonight, baby. God, I'm glad we didn't get any Duke Nukem on the show. Great game, man. Fantastic show tonight. I was trying to think of who would be, and
That
I'm
was
like,
a
oh
fun
yeah.
theme.
No, it's a good theme. It encourages creativity. Because like, do I want to just pick a game that's set in medieval times, or do I want to find a character named King? Or do I want to look up trivia related to, big cat genitals? It really makes you think. So hopefully Jesse will have a similarly fantastic theme for next week's episode.
I'm thinking because it's still January and 2019 just started, and it's kind of an adventure. So how about games where you go on an adventure?
Okay. So, how loose and figurative are we being with the term adventure? Because
like it doesn't have to be just like adventure games, but
right.
as long as there's some kind of adventure involved,
Cool.
Even if it's like that Octodad game, I'm sure that's an adventure of a game.
See, that's where I was specifically thinking of Octodad. No, but so for some reason you said adventure, and I'm like, okay, let's clarify this. And as an example of a non-adventure, my brain went straight to Paperboy for Nintendo 64. I'm like, ain't nothing adventurous about that, baby.
Not the NES one, but the N64 abortion. God.
Hot dog shit, and I guarantee you there's no adventure involved. You're just throwing papers on bad 3D bicycles. So, it's like, that doesn't sound very adventurous. Can we justify that as an adventure? Because if we can't, then good. That's the limit. So more adventurous than the Paperboy games. Good. An actual adventure is required for next week's Game That Tune. Fantastic theme, my man. So great game tonight, guys. Great show. Thank you, everybody, for listening along, watching along live with us. We're live every Wednesday night, twitch.tv/GameThatTune, youtube.com/GameThatTune, and facebook.com/GameThatTune. And we live stream the audio into our Discord server, and we love you guys chatting along with us there. So hit up any of those services on Wednesdays and watch us. Hit up our website and find our Discord server. Join us on there. We love chatting with you guys. Thanks to everybody listening in podcast form. Our podcasts come out on Wednesday mornings, and we have a blast making them, and hopefully you guys have a blast listening to them. It's got a little extra finish. Sometimes the songs are longer, like maybe this episode, Winky Winky. So we appreciate you downloading that in your iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. And we appreciate everybody that checks out patreon.com/GameThatTune. It's the home for fun exclusives. We have mixtapes. We have Jesse's Covered Up series. We've got the Super Mario Brothers movie commentary coming out. We already did Super Mario Brothers movie, the one that comes after that. We've got the Street Fighter commentary coming out very soon, so you can listen along and watch your fantastic DVD or Blu-ray or digital copy or whatever you've got of Street Fighter with our commentary, which mostly consists of Jesse being confused, Johnny being incredulous, and me and David just shouting over each other to talk about how lousy this movie is. So it's a great time, and it's the preferred way to watch Street Fighter. So we would prefer you to go to Patreon and pay us for it. Special thanks to our super fan tier producers, Alex Messenger, Lance Revere, Damian Beckles, John Jekyll. You guys are all fantastic, and we appreciate the support. Thanks to Dell for his request tonight. He hit us up with his request somewhere. Twitter. Yeah, it came to us via Twitter. So you can hit us there at Game That Tune. But you can also find us on, you can send us your requests, email, gamethattune@gmail.com. You can hit us in our Discord server. We have a dedicated request channel. You can, I don't know, probably send us a Facebook message or something. Somebody will get it. Or you can find us individually on Twitter. I'm there at jgangsta187. You can find John Regan on Twitter at
JPReganJR. And Friday on twitch.tv/funderup for a fundraiser that I'll be a part of.
Yes. Check out Funder Up. It's a fantastic fundraiser. Johnny's going all the way back to Oklahoma City, and he's going to produce some Mario-themed fun for a good cause. So yeah, find him and find that and enjoy it and donate to a good cause. You can find David Fleming on Twitter at
DFD Fleming.
And you can find Jesse Moore, this week's winner, on Twitter at
Sega_legend.
Hell yeah, my man. So I'm assuming, Jesse, you got fantastic, appropriate bonus tunes for this episode. So what do you got for us?
It's the airship music from Final Fantasy XI. It's very adventurous.
Yes, I love a good adventurous theme. Peace out, everybody. Fight Night Round 3 is copyright 2006 Electronic Arts. Katamari Forever is copyright 2009, Bandai Namco. King of Fighters 11 is copyright 2007, SNK Corporation. Final Fantasy 9 is copyright 2000, Square Company Limited. Knights of the Round is copyright 1991, Capcom Company Limited.